Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 5 announced as the final season by Paramount Plus. The 5-year mission is getting a definitive endpoint. Paramount Plus has officially announced that Star Trek Strange New Worlds will conclude with its upcoming 5th season, marking the end of one of modern Star Trek's most beloved and critically acclaimed entries. For fans who embrace the series as a triumphant return to episodic storytelling, colorful optimism, and classic exploration, the news lands with a bittersweet thud. The journey of Captain Christopher Pike and his crew will reach its final frontier sooner than many expected, but not before completing a carefully charted course. A modern classic comes full circle. Since its premiere in 2022, Star Trek Strange New Worlds has been widely celebrated as the franchise's creative reset. Spinning off from Star Trek Discovery, the show repositioned Star Trek around episodic adventures reminiscent of Star Trek the original series, while maintaining contemporary production values and character-driven arcs. Anchored by Anson Mount's quietly commanding portrayal of Captain Pike, the series offered something rare in modern franchise television: optimism without irony. Pike's foreknowledge of his tragic fate, first revealed in Discovery, gave Strange New Worlds an emotional backbone that distinguished it from its predecessors. Every mission carried an undercurrent of destiny. Every choice mattered. Season after season, the show leaned into bold experimentation. A fairy tale-inspired episode, a musical crossover, courtroom drama, horror, romance, and political allegory, all within the framework of weekly standalone storytelling. It was the tonal flexibility of the original series reborn for the streaming era. And now, it has an ending. Why Season 5 makes sense. While some fans hoped for a 7-season run mirroring the length of classic Trek, the decision to conclude at 5 seasons may actually reflect thoughtful planning rather than cancellation panic. For one, Pike's narrative endpoint is canonically established. Decades before Strange New Worlds premiered, the original series episode, The Menagerie, cemented his tragic fate. The show has always operated within that looming shadow. Stretching the series too long risked narrative stagnation or convoluted canon gymnastics. 5 seasons allows the writers to pace Pike's journey toward that destiny without rushing or dragging it. It also preserves the series' legacy. In an era when many streaming shows overstay their welcome or end abruptly without resolution, a planned final season offers something rare: closure. The cast that redefined legacy characters. One of Strange New Worlds' boldest achievements has been its reimagining of iconic figures. Spock, played by Ethan Peck, evolved beyond the stoic archetype fans knew. This younger Spock struggles with identity, romance, and the balancing act between logic and emotion. The series deepened his internal conflict in ways that felt additive rather than revisionist. Uhura, portrayed by Celia Rose Gooding, was transformed from background communications officer into a linguistic prodigy wrestling with grief and purpose. Her arc became one of the show's most resonant coming-of-age stories. And then there's James T. Kirk, portrayed by Paul Wesley, whose alternate timeline appearances cleverly tease the future without hijacking Pike's spotlight. Rather than rushing Kirk into command, as the 2009 film reboot once did, Strange New Worlds treated him as a character in formation. Even supporting characters like Nurse Chapel, Lon Noonien Singh, and Ortegas emerged as fully realized figures, blending serialized development with episodic spotlight moments. The result? A prequel that didn't feel like homework. It felt alive. A franchise in transition. The announcement of Season 5 as the final chapter also signals a larger shift within the Star Trek franchise. Paramount Plus has been recalibrating its streaming strategy amid industry-wide budget tightening and consolidation. Several high-profile series have ended or shifted direction in recent years. Yet Strange New Worlds' ending isn't a retreat, it's a pivot. With projects like Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, and other rumored expansions in